Hi, my name is Saris and this is Saris Reviews. Today I'm going to be looking at the Topo Designs Commuter Backpack. It is a 25-liter backpack and I've packed it out, as you can see, so I can show you guys how much it really holds and how big it is when it's fully packed out. A lot of reviews will tell you about specs, about how many pockets it has, what kind of fabric it uses. This is not the channel for that. This review will be focusing on how I've used it personally and just to show you exactly what you can put in here. What I find is helpful, because a lot of other reviews don't necessarily show you a fully packed bag, and I'm also going to be talking about more in-depth nuances that I've noticed as a person that has used this bag for about 3 to 4 months now. Also, I tend to ramble and talk a lot, so please excuse if this review is all over the place. Sometimes I have thoughts that just pop in and it's not necessarily in any logical order. So before I dig into the bag, I just want to show you how tall it actually is packed out. It laying on its back, it's about a foot or maybe 11 inches tall this way, so the depth of it. And then the height of it sitting up, so like the actual length, would be probably close to the advertised height, so it's about maybe like 17 or 18 inches. I'm not going to measure it too precisely, but just to give you an idea. And I'll also put it on to show you what it looks like on me. So this is how the backpack fits on me. For reference, I'm 5'2", I'm pretty slim. I can still fit into kid-size clothing for reference. So, let's see. With the sternum strap, it's pretty sturdy, like it's not going anywhere if you want to like wear this backpack while riding a bike or something. Here's the back view. The bottom of it hits my tailbone. And as you can see, with it fully packed out, it protrudes quite a bit. Fully packed out, I have it at about probably like 15 pounds right now. I didn't weigh it, but it does feel very hefty. After a while, probably after about 20 minutes is when you can really start feeling it on your back. I have it on pretty tightly. I don't know if you can see this, but the strap, for a smaller person, it actually is extremely long. It probably goes down to my leg, but I have it kind of doubled over itself here. And then it just kind of keeps it a little bit shorter for people like me who really like tighten it up. So now I'm going to show you the inside of the bag. Let's get into the bag. First pocket up front, I keep my outer layer because I bike to school and it gets really cold in the morning but hot in the afternoons. So I like taking the layer off and putting it in here when I get to my destination. And that's perfect for that. In the next pocket, I have a pouch with a lot of supplies, scissors, tape, rulers, stuff like that. Then we have, in these two smaller open pockets, we have just some snacks. It's when the bag is less packed out, some of these items sometimes fall out of the bag when you have it like on a table like this, sideways. Like for example, these headphones I have here, these are always slipping out of the pouch. So just to be aware of that. In this zipper pocket, I just have my wallet. I don't keep anything in the bigger pocket in the back, just because it's so deep. I don't really put anything in there. I do use the key leash, which is very helpful. In the zipper pocket on the bottom, I have this pouch, a portable charger, and I think I have like another snack at the bottom of the bag. There we go. And that's pretty much what I keep in here. This pouch I'll actually put in the main compartment when it's less full. I just put it in here because sometimes I rearrange things, but I'll show you now why I have it differently arranged, because I have a lot of stuff in here. So I have my pencil case in the main compartment, some colored pencils, 24 pack, And just to show you how much this bag can really accommodate, I have my toolbox in here. I have like paint supplies and stuff. This is not too big of a toolbox, but it's not small either. It's pretty deep and it fits in there nicely. I have my water bottle inside my backpack. It actually also fits in the side pockets. There's two of these side pockets really nicely. I mean, it doesn't protrude that much. I just don't really like doing that. And I found that after several uses, this material kind of stretches out a little bit, which I don't love, so that's why I keep it inside. But also so I just keep like wipes in this one, something flat, which is easy to reach. Back to the main compartment, I have a notebook, and then I have several folders and stuff. This is a standard 8.5 by 11 size folder. So I have like a stack of that. And I don't keep anything in the back of this either. And in the laptop compartment, I do have my iPad. So I keep that in there. I've found that sometimes I forget to zip this up, and I'll put my backpack on and walk around and I'll commute back home with the thing unzipped. I get home and I'm like, oh, I didn't zip it up, but I didn't find any problems with it falling out or anything. It's pretty like stable in there if you happen to forget to zip it up like me all the time. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I packed in here. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff. I just want to also mention that I thought when I got this backpack, I thought that it was too tall actually, because these folders, these 8.5 by 11 folders, don't go all the way. There's actually quite a lot of space up top. Probably like 2/3, maybe 6 inches of space up top. When I first got it, I just thought it was too big. It actually became quite a perfect bag for me based on the amount that I was carrying and what I was carrying. And I'll show you that in a second, because I'm actually very surprised it can carry quite long and large items. So I've repacked the bag, and here's what it would look like maybe on a less full day without the toolbox and the colored pencils. It's still pretty full. It's not empty by any means, but you know, there's still also room to put, you know, a lunchbox or something, or whatever you might need. Put it on real quick. I'm not going to zoom out, but you can see what it looks like at a more normal looking size. Now I want to show you what it looks like with large pads of paper and larger and taller items, which is what I was really surprised with, that it could fit. So I have a couple classes that require the use of a cutting mat and also a large sized paper. And the cutting mat is 11 by 17. I also have this little like cardboard thing I made for papers that is about 12 by 19 size. And I will put these smaller ones in first so you can see how it looks. I have those two items here. They stick out. It doesn't close, but it does zip up pretty high. What I noticed was that when I put the backpack on, you know, when your backpack's open, sometimes they'll rip open like this as you're walking because of the weight. And this is perfect because I just get a carabiner here, put it on this strap, and then with these zippers from the front pocket, I just take these little zipper pulls and clip onto them, so it kind of holds the whole thing together, so they're not like ripping apart the bag when I walk. And I find that to work perfectly for me. I can also put this in. This is a 14 by 17 pad of paper. There you go. So, as you can see, this backpack is really versatile. I feel pretty confident about the setup. I don't feel that it's going to damage the items or the bag in any way because these zippers are so thick and sturdy. Here it is with the papers inside, as you can see. Pretty nice. Now I want to go over some things that I noticed about it and why I bought the bag. The reason I bought it was for these webbing attachment points, specifically because I thought that I was going to use this bag for commuting, biking. So I wanted to attach a bike light to it for safety. And the funny thing is, I had never needed to use it because I never found myself biking at night. Another thing that I like about it is these additional attachment points on the straps and these D-ring attachment points down here on the straps. A con about this bag, I think it's probably one of the only cons I have about it, is the material of the back panel and the strap. It's not very breathable. It's not mesh. It actually is very warm material, like it holds warmth and sweat easily, which is a good thing if you're commuting in the wintertime. It actually keeps your back very warm. But I can imagine that in the summertime it would be very hot and sweaty. And I don't know if it was user error or what, but the material here has gotten a little bit damaged or frayed where my waist hits it. Maybe like the edge of my pants damaged it. So I'm not sure how well this material will hold up over time since it got damaged pretty quickly after I had bought it. So I don't know if it was just my outfit that day or what, but that's something to be aware of. So overall, this bag has suited my needs pretty perfectly. I love using it. I love how spacious it is and how versatile it is. And I love the whole design of it, which is why I bought the bag. It's a very good blend of aesthetics and functionality in my opinion. I also own the Topo Designs Global Travel 30-liter backpack and the Quick Pack and the Mini Quick Pack. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Hopefully I didn't ramble on for too long and you could follow what I was saying. If you have any other questions or anything you want to see me put in the bag, or you want to see me compare this bag with the other ones that I have that I just mentioned, or things that you are unsure about with it, I will do my best to answer it. I don't have any problem making a follow-up video like I have done in the past. And let me know if you like my videos. I'm not a very regular poster, but when I have something to say about a product, that's when the videos usually get made and go up. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.